Yikes! Good morning, Travel Quest Network. Good morning, everybody.
We made it.
Guess who I found in the parking lot? Guess who? Oh, Tom.
On my way.
This is Tom from Carnival Cruise. So he popped in this morning. We've got some celebrating to do. He brought a bottle of champagne, which is sitting over here. We're going to be careful so it doesn't explode. I have clean glasses, where yesterday I had a glass with a dead fly in it.
No flies.
No fly. I mean, I'm telling you guys, Carnival, oh, they rock. No flies in the champagne glasses, and a much better brand of champagne than Bonnie pulled out of her cupboard yesterday. So, Tom, you're going to do the honors because we're going to celebrate.
We're celebrating.
What are we celebrating?
Your business has doubled. We love you. New agents are booking us. The agents that have been there for a while are doubling their business. It's exciting. So
and old agents like myself,
16%.
16%, which we announced last year. But do not forget, with Carnival, we are earning that 16%. It's a little harder to calculate. I'm just going to say, when you look at the cruise rate, it isn't 16% of what your customers pay.
It's on the cruise portion, not in the non-commissionables or the taxes, which is standard in our industry. But 16% on Carnival is big. Not everybody gets that. You earned it. And thank you for all your hard work and all the calls. If you're new and you're afraid, call me. I'll help you, right?
You know what? I got to say, he helps. He answers his phone. He answers his email. And I'm going to guess more than likely hopefully there'll be a couple of agents who post afterwards and say how on the money you are, Tom.
Yeah, well, I try.
You are on the money.
Thank you. And I'm glad because you guys are great. And you all know you're all talking out there. But let's announce how we're going to reward you.
Oh, yeah. With champagne.
Well, first we'll toast champagne. Stay tuned. We've got a big contest that you have a chance of winning because it's easy, just one booking.
It's awesome, and Megan is going to actually post the link. It's up in the portal today, so I have it printed here for Tom and I to actually talk about it. This is only one booking. We'll put you in the. Oh, okay. So I'm not going to talk about this. Okay, but you got to put it out here. You got to put it out. See, we can't see it.
Okay, here it is.
Okay, now here's.
We tried one before.
Okay, no, you got to protect us, or don't you?
Help me.
Do you have to protect us, or will that shoot out?
It'll shoot up, but we're good. Ready?
Okay, there's a projector up there. Go, baby, go.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
So we're doing good so far. The other one went. No.
Shots fired. I know. Okay, that one. Okay, we're good. We're good. We didn't have a blast.
Here we go. Oh, we did it.
Yay, exciting.
I didn't do that.
This is really a treat
makes it real.
to celebrate the success of the Travel Quest Network. The success of all of us is dependent on the success of the agent, the travel professional, the member next to us. So we are each successful if the other is successful. So I totally wish that you could all have a bottle of champagne and be drinking it this morning, but that would not be a good idea because no work would get done. No, somebody's got to be working. All right, so
we're drinking this.
We're
going to celebrate for you, with you.
Yes.
And thank you so much.
Yes.
We love you. Thanks.
Okay, wait a minute. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, you guys.
Travel Quest and Carnival.
Yeah, it definitely tastes better without the bug. Okay, so now we do got to get down to some business.
Real quick.
So we're going to talk a little bit about the contest that we have. Just one booking will put you into the contest. Obviously there's some, hey, you got to do this to do this, but that is all. All you have to do is follow the link. Just one booking.
Full deposit must be on the booking and names. So even if you do a group of 10 cabins and 4 people or 4 cabins in the group booking qualify, because the others didn't book, if you get 4 bookings with full deposit and names, they count. Send in 4 of your bookings and we'll put them in the hat. The more bookings, the better your chance of winning.
Hey, so if they have a group, every cabin that is named and fully deposited counts. So if I have a group and I do 4, okay, so great opportunity.
What's the prize? Should we tell them? Wait, let's hold it off.
Well, no, we'll tell them because we got to tell them now. I think, okay, I'm going to guess y'all want to learn the price. So once we're done with the slide video, you're going to be able to go out and talk Carnival Cruise. You're going to be able to just really get your guests excited about it. So we have a brand new Carnival ship that will be coming out, and her name is
Carnival Panorama. But where? Long Beach. We're investing in the West Coast. Now, the people in the East Coast may say, oh, I don't have a ship in my backyard. But for Florida and for the East Coast, sometimes, especially around spring break, the airfare might be high. So look at that option. When someone's looking for Mexico, please remember Carnival, because we are an option. Many options go to Mexico. You can go to Cozumel from the East Coast, but now many options. I was telling you, we've invested in San Diego, San Francisco, and Long Beach with our brand new product, the Carnival Panorama. So many choices from the West Coast to go to Mexico, and that's a great destination. Ensenada, Catalina with a lot of ships, but we also have the brand new ship going to Cozumel, Puerto Vallarta, and Mazatlan. Cool stuff.
Cozumel.
Mexican Riviera.
Wait a minute. How did Cozumel get there?
Did I say that?
Over.
Puerto Vallarta, Puerto Vallarta. I'm losing it. Puerto Vallarta.
Give me that glass of champagne.
No
more for
you all know the Mexican Riviera from Long Beach. That was funny.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
What I meant is that on the East Coast we go to Cozumel, but on the West Coast, another Mexico that's real popular and expensive sometimes is Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, and Cabo.
Cabo's over there.
Cabo.
Cabo's
So
over
those are the
there.
great
There's
ports.
So obviously, Tom and I are not up to
They're excited. Look
snuff
at that.
on
Great calls.
the actual ports, but that doesn't matter. The great part about it is,
It's in the
think
book.
about the different airports that you have the opportunity to bring your clients in when you're talking Long Beach. I believe John Wayne is out there. I believe LAX, and I believe you've got the Long Beach airport. So you have 3 opportunities for airfare. So, because when you're going to Florida, obviously you have a lot of opportunities to check those airfares. So that is a really important thing when you're thinking West Coast. Get your guests out. There's many, many options. Now,
Right. It's Cabo, Mazatlan, and Puerto Vallarta in that particular order.
Awesome.
So it's in the brochure.
Now here's
Brochure.
No, gosh, I thought we're gonna do that, but you guys.
I get so excited with her. She's telling me all these things you want to tell you. Go ahead.
Some of my secrets. Oh, look, Stacy Filler, good job. She goes Cabo.
Cabo.
We should have
Thank you,
seen
Stacy.
that. She totally had that.
Yeah. Great.
But what I was gonna say, many years ago when I actually sold, I would sell the Mexican Riviera as a cruise option. And what I tried to do was look at festivals that were in Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, Cabo, and I believe it's Puerto Vallarta. It's either Puerto Vallarta or I think it's Puerto Vallarta, but they have a very big food festival in October or November, and it runs for a week. So you can look those things up. You can talk to your client about Carnival as a fabulous option. Maybe they are a foodie. So if they're a foodie, Carnival is going to work perfectly. But you, as the travel professional, have this other hook that other people don't have. You can say, hey, why don't we look at this day? Because on this day in Puerto Vallarta, when you actually get off the ship, there's this giant food festival, and they can go out and enjoy it. So look at those tourism boards, find out the festivals they're having, and then tie it with the Carnival ship as she's going down. You will look like a rock star, and you're going to be able to close the sale because you've just picked up that extra little piece of information, right?
It's a good one. And they can always just go to Senior Frogs right there. It's a popular joint.
I have a little more class than
There's
Senior
culture, and then there's let's have a good time.
Nobody is going to put a balloon on my head.
But the ship, wait. The ship is going to have a fun zone on it. It's got all the standard Carnival features. The Guy Fieri hamburgers, the brewery. Great stuff on the Carnival Panorama. And actually, if you go to Carnival Panorama virtual tour on YouTube, you'll see the entire video. The hibachi grill is going to be there where you can play with your food.
So it's really important to understand. I actually wore this jacket for a reason today. Number one, it's green. How much commission do we make with Carnival?
16%.
Green is the color of money.
Wow.
Hey, I actually thought before I got dressed this morning. And I have kind of this fun necklace.
Nice.
And I have some fun earrings. But that is a reminder as well. You guys were always known as the fun ship, the party ship, the blah, blah, blah. Well, I still wore my fun necklace. But it's a reminder that it's fun for all ages, but it has that whole kind of sophisticated look, like your jacket.
Speaking of sophistication, you can upgrade people to the Havana Cabanas. That's a whole sanctuary area that has a cabana not on the beach, it's on the ocean. Oh, beautiful cabins. Whoa. You'll see that in the virtual tour. We've got harbor staterooms with like 2 separate rooms for the kids, with 3 beds and 2 beds for the parents, and 2 bathrooms, and a great big balcony for them all. Other upgrades like the spa cabins, you've got to see the spas. The Cloud9 spa on all the Carnival ships are fabulous, and that's a great retreat. So like $100, $200 more a person, depending on the sailing and the length. Interior, ocean views, suites, balconies. They all have an option to go to the balcony cabins.
Perfect.
And then they have that option to go there 24/7 on a lot of the ships. And the great thing is they go right from their cabin in their robe right to the spa.
You know, that's and cool. When you break it down, I was one of those people that if I knew it was $200 more a day and it was a 7-night cruise, I would say, okay, it's $1,400 additional. But I would say that's $200 a day. And for this $200 a day, maybe they get the extra bathroom, maybe they have the balcony. And then I would talk with a client about what is the value of that $200 every day when you get up and you have these opportunities throughout the day. So it is really, really important to, when you're, I love the word sell up, but I hate that as well because it sounds like we're salespeople. Well, we are salespeople, let's face it, but a good salesperson shows the value of spending the extra money. And that's the important part about them learning about this ship. If I book a different cabin, what does the client get? Mm-hmm. What is the value of it? And when they break it down every day, when I'm sitting on that ship and I'm spending $200 extra a day, am I going to feel good about it? Of course I am.
Right. Hey, Bonnie, here's a sales tip too that you can all use. You don't have to, like the car dealer, sell it right then and there and say, we only have 1 green card, you want it. Sell them the vacation. It's a big commitment for a lot of people. They've been saving. But maybe 3 weeks later, call them and say, I can't believe this. I looked. There's a spa cabin available, and I know you like spas. For just $200 more a person. It's just a lot easier because they bought into it, they budgeted for it. So call 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, and upgrade them that way.
Yeah, by saying, I was doing a favor. Center.
Right.
Keeps you front and center.
It also reminds them that you're thinking of them. It makes them feel special. Creates that bond between you and them because they have choices to shop around, but they're using you, and we appreciate you for the choices you make when they're Carnival, because we know you have a lot of choices. So let's tell them what the prize is.
Okay, so the prize is, and we're going to do the drawing on, the winner will be announced on July 2nd.
July 2nd.
So
all the bookings go in, and
yeah, that's going to be maybe. And we might do the drive-through. Like, who knows what fun we're going to do. Like the drive-through. Last couple of times because our building is an old bank. So we drove through, and we've done some fun things for our drive. So I'm going to be thinking about it. I'll show you. But you see it, you just don't even know that.
And I have to be honest with you. I said, Bonnie, I want you to come in the ship because it's been a while. And let's get Angie. She said, no, I want to give it to my staff. I want to give it to my hardworking people. You guys earned it. So thank you for your hard work. And great relationship and a great partner.
I understand, if anyone, the value of being able to experience a product and coming home and you're going to be able to sell it really well. But I also know, because when I started in travel in '94, there was no internet. All you had to do was read. And I didn't actually take a big trip until 2001. So I had like 7 years of selling and being very successful just because I read and I learned things. So the value of you being here, we're telling them where to get the information. So even if you can't or have not had the opportunity to experience a Carnival Cruise Line ship, you can still update yourself. And if you have questions, you can always find Tom. That's the really good part. Or you could order a brochure, correct?
Not only a brochure, now we have brand new brochures.
But you can actually order a current brochure. So these guys are out of here. He comes in and he goes, Bonnie, you got the wrong brochure up there. That's the old one.
Now, sailing through 2021, April. That's great. So you've got a lot of Carnival choices, fun ships out there, like 15 different ports from U.S. and really cool. I mean, from Galveston to Look at that. Charleston, New York, Baltimore, Long Beach, and we've got a lot of invested product in the West Coast now.
And now if you're
San
sitting
Francisco,
there,
what a great, all the ports that you go to, you can stay there a day before you cruise and make that one of your short excursions.
And if you're sitting there and you're saying, well, this is really awesome, I love it, but I don't know, I can't get those brochures. I'm just scrolling down here, so if you got any other questions. Thank you, Stacy. But if you're sitting there and you're saying,
Thanks,
hey,
Stacey.
that's really awesome, great brochures, but I can't get them. Yes, go into the Carnival site, which is in the Rolodex. If you don't know where it is, log in. If you don't have a login, create it. All the instructions are within our Rolodex.
I actually have a guide to order brochures. I'll send that to you, and then you can send it out to everybody. Real simple. Go to marketing tools. Most important thing today, if you remember anything, is use Go CCL. Make sure your password is updated, your username. If you have problems with that, let us know, because that is a critical tool to find the lowest price ship within a minute. And I'll challenge anybody that within 1 minute you can find one entire month of the lowest price ship or the best value for the customer, because you have to look at the airfare options for the lowest price ship. Sometimes for $100 more, you can save $300 for the customer. That's where you come in for value and quick answers.
That is really the trick. Just don't look at lowest priced cabin, because sometimes if you book a higher cabin, the inclusions have much greater value than the lower priced cabin or the least priced cabin. So always be aware of that. All of the information you just said, go to the Travel Quest portal, the TQ agent portal, go to the Rolodex, click to see for Carnival, click on it. It tells you how to get signed up. It tells you everything. It tells you about ordering the brochures. So you're going to go on there, you're going to order the brochures, and you get them shipped directly to you.
Or if you want to send them to a client, you can do that.
Yes, you can do that. You can do whatever works for you. So that's the most important part. Is there training in?
Yeah, there is. I'll send a guide on how to get the brochures and also the fare codes. I think a lot of you that are not comfortable with Carnival are confused about the rate codes. Some of them are non-refundable, but you win because when they're not refundable, the person tends to go because we give them a $50 service fee to rebook it. Other fare code, and it guarantees them the lowest price, the early saver. So those at the top are the lowest price, but they guarantee the lowest price. So if the price drops, they get price assurance. And people love it. They want to know, I've got the absolute best price. If the price goes down, we guarantee it that we'll give them the lower price. Or give them onboard credit if they pay. It's great.
So wait a sec. So because now I'm confused, but I could be confused because I had like 3 sips of this. So
let me drink another one.
So if they book the non-refundable, that's just straight away, this is what we got and you can never change it? Or when you were just saying if they get
Let me make it clear.
Yeah.
The non-refundable deposit is early saver or maybe other promotions, and the deposit, it could be $250 or $150 depending on the sailing or the promotion, or $100, is non-refundable. And it's usually $250 for a guest for 7 days. Now when we say non-refundable, that means they give us a deposit, that day's rate, it could raise tomorrow, but that day's rate at the low fare will be locked in. If the rate goes down in 3 months, they'll get the lower rate.
You know what? I didn't know that. That's why I actually had to clarify that. Okay,
so
that
price
is
assurance.
Really price
we get
assurance.
Their money. You get their money. It's non-refundable. But let's say, something came up. I can't go that date. As a courtesy, the day they cancel, we'll give them 2 years to rebook another cruise. So that gives you a guaranteed booking for a $50 fee. They move it over. So you didn't do all the work, sell them, and then they lose the booking because they can't go, and you lose the commission.
Okay, I am going to tell you that I didn't get how that thing worked. I thought it's you book today because this is the best rate.
I assumed she knew it.
Well, you know what? I told them I'm not just a pretty face. I obviously got to count on my intelligence, which today.
And they have to let us know. I mean, we're not going to automatically
reprice
it. Right. The agent, you can help them be the guardian for them, or even at final payment. If it's 2 days before the sailing and they paid, they'll get the difference in onboard credit. So
gosh, I didn't know that. And I see, Sissy, you've just ordered your Carnival brochure. So
way to go.
Cheers to you.
Thanks, Sissy, Sandy, and all of you for coming in.
Now, is there anything else?
I'll leave the information on how to order the brochures, and I'll also leave a 1-page flyer on the rules and the fare codes and the restrictions. So it's a 1-page handy look so you can learn. Once you learn it, it'll be easier when you're shopping in Go CCL for the fairs to do that. One other trick, there's a little arrow, average price per person. Click on that when you're shopping for cruise fairs. And when you're looking at all the different ships and dates, if you click in a whole month, click on the average price per person. It puts the ship in the order of the lowest price to the higher price for that month.
Nice.
And then when you actually select the ship, click on it again when you see rate codes. It'll put the lowest rate code first and all the other rate codes.
Because it does. I mean, the rate codes, number one, make no sense. And number two, there's so many of them.
Right.
So it can be a little bit daunting, but you've got great training. And, you know, besides training and better than having training, we have you. I totally wish I had a piano because I put the link up there to when you and I did the one Facebook Live, and we had that really great opportunity to play. It was. Yeah, but it was fine. So I really appreciate everything. I can't tell anybody who's actually called you and asked you for help is always like, God, that dude always answers my email. He like picks up the phone. Is there something? Is he not busy? Like, what is he doing? But you're like so hands-on. And it's very obvious that you are here to help each one of our independent business owners, which is what each of you people are, just like myself. We all own our own business. Our success really is based on our efforts, but the part of Travel Quest, now we have help from each other. So you really do make us look like rock stars. You make it easier for us to do business, and I can't thank you enough.
Well, it's my pleasure to work with you. You've got a great system. I just was commenting on whoever came up, and I think it was you, with the signature for Travel Quest support. It gives you links on what to do. So no question is dumb. When you ask it, you'll get an email response. And in my point, go to GoCCL first. If you don't have a username and login, at least do that before you call me.
Yep, exactly.
You're sending us love. I love it. The hearts.
Oh, I do. I love the hearts. So you guys, if you have any questions,
kudos to Travel Quest.
Regarding Tom, you can write to him. Your contact information, your phone number is in our Rolodex, so that's perfect. If you have a different type of a question, you can always send us to us. But you're like the go-to dude. And
I'll direct you if I don't know the answer. And more importantly, when you do send something, just like I said, have your GoCCL login. But the staff here is great. You guys have been great to work with. And don't forget, one booking is all you have to make between now and June 30th.
So we're going to have the drawing on July 1st. So there might be another bottle of champagne involved.
It'll be a drive-by contest.
Yes, it's going to be. Well, we can't be having champagne if we're driving.
No drinking and driving.
But I might just have the
orange juice. We'll drink afterwards and celebrate the winner.
Yeah. So
hopefully it'll be you.
I'm going to say cheers. Thank you, Tom, for all you and Carnival do for us. And thank you guys for all you do for Tom and for all of us here. I'm going to look one more second. I want to make sure we don't have any questions. Oh, Emily, thanks. So she says, love that. Tom works closely with you guys.
Thank you, Stacey.
And he really does. I mean, that's just fun.
Emily, just talked to her yesterday.
Oh, awesome. Email. So, email. So remember, you can order your brochures. Perfect. Tom is there for you. You guys have a great Friday.
Happy weekend.
Happy weekend. You can make money.
Enjoy your summer.
Selling Carnival. Enjoy. See, I'm still working, and he's saying enjoy the summer.
Oh, wow.
And by the way, Tom did bring an extra bottle of champagne over here, and maybe some of the support staff might be having a small drink. So better email or call quick, because otherwise they might be kind of sleepy from the champagne.
Thank you. And thanks for your guests for choosing fun.
Yes. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.